Michigan, planning to walk from his hometown all the way to the Mackinac Bridge.
And Catherine, this really is a story that is more, it's a journey in more ways than one for him.
Yeah, it really is. I'm really excited to share this story. It's an inspirational one for your Tuesday morning. So Mike Hamp is from Hastings. He's one of the most positive, determined people I've ever met. And he may have started life on the wrong path, but now he's doing all he can to turn it around for himself and for others.
A few years ago, you would have never caught Mike walking out in nature.
I like the idea of getting out there and depending on myself and seeing nature as much as possible because it helps a lot. It helps the mind a lot, I believe.
But he's gotten used to it. He has to, now that training's in full force.
I make it a point to not put in music. I make it a point to make myself really heavy as I can, and to walk as far as I can.
In 5 months, he'll tackle a 284-mile walk, taking on about 25 miles a day.
A lot of people are like, why? You know, what are you even doing that for?
Mike says it's partly the physical challenge, but it's mostly the mental challenge, the reason behind his 100-mile journey.
Addiction for me started back in high school. I was 16 years old when I had 4 shoulder surgeries and got hooked on opiates back then. It wasn't easy. Overdoses, almost losing my life and losing marriages and my kids. I realized what I was doing was probably going to take my life.
It took Mike 16 years to kick the habit.
I realized that nutrition and working out, it plays a huge part in that, in the battle of the mind, so to speak.
His life was on an upswing until an injury kept him from his go-to natural high, the gym.
The funk, the darkness, the depression hit like tenfold, and it got so intense that I really didn't know what to really do, and I just started walking. I had to get outside. The house felt like it was caving in on me.
That's when walking became his new addiction.
I feel more clear here. I feel like I can think, like it's not chaos as much, you know, when I'm out here doing this.
The clarity, the calm, it's something he wants to share with others.
If people aren't being helped from any of this, there's no point on doing this.
It's the real reason behind the 284 miles.
I want to show the people that are battling that you can really do this without turning to that stuff, without just, you know, literally killing yourself as you're trying to live. You know, it just doesn't make sense, but it's the habit, you know, and they need to hear that it's not the only way.
Stand by.
Mike hopes the walk brings awareness to his nonprofit called the Values Not Feelings organization. It brings awareness to mental health, addiction, sobriety, and you can read all about it on our website, woodtv.com.
And when is he going to start this journey?
He said late August. So, I mean, I'm going to keep in touch with him and hopefully follow him, you know, his walk, at least the start of it from Hastings, and it's going to be 25 miles that day, and then...
Will he post on social media?
Maybe. I'll keep you updated.
At least August will be slightly warmer, hopefully, than what we're experiencing right now.
Maybe, yeah, maybe a little bit too warm.
And you said he's like camping along the way, right?
He is. So he's going to be staying, camping every night, you know, and he said that may be his biggest challenge of this whole thing. Not the walking, it's the staying by yourself in a tent at night and your mind just running and running and running. He's like, I just hope I can shut it off. And, you know, it's that mental health, mental wellness. That's something he wants to bring awareness to for this walk.
Thanks for sharing. Cool story.